Hello friends, I welcome to you. Today we are going to discussing the chapter number 1 relation and functions. Before going to the topics, I want to recall what have you read in the class 11th. You have read about the sets collection of well defined collection of object, and you have also learned about the a comma b. This is the ordered pair. This is the ordered pair. Let's consider a set A having the elements 1, 2 and another set B having the elements 3 and 4. Now you want to find out the Cartesian product which is given by A cross B. This is the set A having the element 1, 2. I can in the pictorial diagram. This is the set A, this is the set B. In the set A, elements are 1 and 2. So I can write 1 and 2 here. And in the set B, elements are 3 and 4. I can write here 3 and 4 in set B. This is set A. Set are represented by capital letters. Now I want to find out the Cartesian product. A cross B. A cross B from set A to B. I am ordered pair from set A to B. This A can connect with this 3 and A can connect with this 4. This is the ordered pair 1, 3, 1 with 4. I will write first element from set A, then element from set B. So first element from set A 1 and set B 3. I can write ordered pair 1, 3. Another ordered pair 1, 4. 1, 4. Now I am connecting this 2 with this 3 and 2 with this 4. 2 with this 3, 2, 3 and 2 with 4, that is 2, 4. And this is the set, that why I will put here curly brackets. Okay. So this is the number of relations, all possible relations. Number of relations given by 2 की power n. Number of relations given by 2 की power mn. In this set A, number of elements are 1, 2. So number of elements को represented by cardinal number n. A, number of elements are 2. In set B, number of elements are 1, 2. So number of elements को n से represent के in set B equals to 2. This is m, this is n. This is m, this is n. This you can put here 2 की power m into n, 2 into 2, that is equal to 2 की power 4. So total number of relations are possible here 2 की power 4, that is equal to 16 relations are possible. So what is the relation? Relation is basically the subset of A cross B. A cross B इसका subset क्या होता है? Subset of A cross B is called relation. Subset of A cross B is called relations. How many relations are possible here? 2 की power mn, that is equal to 16 relations are possible. For example, I am considering any two in the first relation R1 equal to number of elements. You consider this one. This is the relation 1, 3, 1, 4. You can consider these 3 together. Suppose this is relation number 2, that is ordered pair 1, 3, 1, 4 and 2, 3. Just like you are considering all in the how many relations are possible? 16. At the relation number 15 will be all elements. This set complete 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3. This I am writing all the elements here from this set and 2, 4. Okay. And this is the all the in this relation number 15 all the complete set is presented. This complete Cartesian product is here, all the elements are here. That's why this relation is known as universal relation. And one relation is also there, that is suppose relation number 16, there is no element, that's why null set. This relation is known as null set. This is null set, that is null relation. Void relation. This is known as void relations. This is void relation. Okay, write down. Next important concept. One most important you are taught in the 11th class, that's are the in the sets, that in the relations you have to discuss about domain, codomain and range. I am writing the domain, range and codomain. What is the domain? Domain means all the values of x that are mapped with the another elements in set B, that is 1 and 2, that is the domain. What is the range? Range is the what is the output. When you give the input 1, you will get the output as 3, and when you give the input 1, you can get output the 4. Input 1. Sorry, I am writing, sorry. What domain means, what are the inputs? Inputs are here, which are connected are in set A are 1 and 2. So I can write here 1 and 2. That is the domain. Here, my mistake, just 1, 2. What is the range? Range is the output. That is the connected elements are 3 and 4. That's right. That is the range. And what is the codomain? Codomain is complete set B. Complete set B is here 3, 4. This is already discussed in the class 11th. Next, one important point here. Next, suppose you want, this is the set A is given and this is the relation is also given. A comma B, A divides the B. So you have to form the set A, that is order pair. A divides the B. So 1 divides the 1. 1 divides also 2, 1 divide also 4, then 2 set 2 divides 4, 2 divides 4, 2 divides 2, and last is 4 divides. These relations can be, this is the relation which is possible according to these conditions. Suppose this is the relation. If you want to find out the inverse of, this is the relations from A to B. This is the relation from A to A. If you want to find the inverse of a relations, inverse of relation. Inverse of relation is given by R inverse, in which you have to just interchange this both x and y coordinate ordered pair. 1, 1, this interchanging, that is 2, 1, interchange. 2 will be here, 1 will be here, interchange 2, 1, 4, 1, similarly interchange 4, 2, interchange 2, 2, and interchange 4, 4. That's define the inverse relation represented by R inverse, R to power -1. Next, and you can form the sets here. Using this one, you can form the two sets. Suppose this set, in this set elements are 1, 1, 1, 2, x coordinate 2, 4. Don't repeat it, 1, 2 and 4. Another set having the element y coordinate, check 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Same. Okay, this is set relations. So that is domain, codomain are interchange. In the inverse relation, domain and codomain gets interchange. Next important point is, suppose relation on set A. Relation on a set A. तो रिलेशन ऑन ए सेट कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं? सिंपली लेट ए बी नॉन एम्प्टी सेट, नॉन एम्प्टी सेट, then a relation from A to itself. किसी भी सेट का खुद के साथ रिलेशंस होता है, उसी को क्या बोलते हैं? रिलेशन ऑन सेट ए. एज इट इज a subset of A cross A is called a relation on set A. Please note down it, on set A. This is very important point. You have to note down this. A subset of A cross A is called a relation on set A. For examples, and you are considering a set, this must be the non-empty set. This is very important point. Non-empty set is considered here. For examples, I am considering here. Suppose a set is given. A is having the elements. A set A having the elements 2, 1, 2. And if you want to find out the A cross A, ठीक है, A cross A, that is a set A with A. This is the set A 1, 2, 1, 2. You can connect this 1 with 1, 1 with 2. That is equal to ordered pair set 1, 1, 1 with this 1, 1, 1 with this 2, to 1, 2. Next, this 2 with this 1 and 2 with 2. So 2 with 1 and 2 with 2. So you will find out this is the A cross A. This is the relation on set A. Okay. Next, one most important point is identity relation. This is very important. Just learn it. For identity relation for set A, identity relations for a set A is relation represented by identity relation IA is A comma A, where A belongs to set A on set A on set A is called for a relation for set A relation IA equal to ordered pair A comma A, where A belongs to A on set A is called identity relation. Is called identity relation. Identity relation on set A. Please note down on A. It means in a set having the elements are connected with itself. A comma A. For examples, this is the set 1, 2, 3. तो all the elements must be connected with itself. मतलब एक सेट में जितने एलिमेंट है खुद का खुद के साथ, रिफ्लेक्शन बोल सकते हो, इमेज होती है, जैसे आप मिरर में देखोगे अपनी इमेज है, वैसे ही खुद का खुद के साथ जो 1 का 1 के साथ, जैसे यहाँ ऑर्डर पर 1, 1, 2, 2, यहाँ पे जो एलिमेंट्स होंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, आपका रिलेशंस बन जाएगा 1 का 1 के साथ, 2 सेकेंड एलिमेंट यहाँ 2 है तो 2 का 2 के साथ, और प्रेजेंट क्या है 3, तो 3 का 3 के साथ. दिस इज नॉन एज आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन. दिस इज आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. पर आपको एक चीज़ और ध्यान रखनी है, अगर एलिमेंट्स इससे ज़्यादा हो जाए, ये एलिमेंट्स के अलावा एक्स्ट्रा एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट है, तो आपका आइडेंटिटी रिलेशंस नहीं होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल, या तो एब्सेंट हो, जैसे 1, 1, 2, 2, तो आप देखेंगे ये रिलेशन है, इसमें 3, 3 प्रेजेंट नहीं है, तो ये रिलेशन आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन नहीं है. आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन नहीं है. और एक्स्ट्रा एलिमेंट हो जाए, फॉर एग्जांपल ऑल दीज आर प्रेजेंट 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and extra element, for example 2, 4 is present. This is the extra. More than this, 1, 1 present, 2, 2 present, 3, 3 present. But this is the extra. If extra elements are present, then this is not the identity relation. This is not the identity relation. Please note down it, because this is the difference between the, you will read in the reflexive relations, that is similar to this one. Okay. Next, now I am going to start the topics relation and function for class 12. Please note down this very important point, that relation is the subset of A cross A. This is the Cartesian product A cross A, or you can find out A cross B. Suppose you can put here B also. I am writing here B, A cross B. तो relation is the subset of A cross B. इसका subset है. It means जो relations होगा, R is the subset of A cross B. And in the R we consider the ordered pair. So we will write A comma B is subset of A cross B. तो A comma B जो भी ordered pair होगा A cross B से belong करेगा. तो this is belongs to note down, belongs to. All the ordered pair belongs to A cross B. Note down, this is very important. ठीक है. Next, let start the lecture. I will cover all the NCERT theory. ठीक है, let's start the topic. Chapter number first, relation and functions. For example, there are some examples are given. A comma B, that is already I explained. A comma B is the ordered pair, belongs to set of A cross B. What is the relation between A and B is given here. A comma B belongs to A cross B, where A is the brother of B. This is the relation. This another example, A comma B belongs to A cross B, where A is the sister of B. Another relation, A comma B belongs to A cross B, where A is the age of A is greater than the age of B. These are all the relations. Relations, all the elements I can write down. A comma B belongs to R. Please, this is the notation. Now note down it. This is very, very important. We can say this A is related to B. I can say A is related to B under the relation R. That can be also represented by A relation from A to B is represented by relation A to B. This R represent to relation. R represent to relation. R is used for relation. This is relation between A and B, or you can represent in generally A comma B belongs to R. This is mostly used. So note down it. A comma B belongs to R. This is the relation representation. Next important point, types of relation. There are different types of relations are used here. So I am writing the relations is the set relation in set A. Already I explained. Relation in set A is a subset of A cross A. For example, this is the set A having the element 1, 2, 3, 4. If we want to find out the relations between the A cross A, you can consider the different A cross A can easily find out. This is the set A having the element 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another set A again, A with A cross A, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can find out the cross product 1 with this one, this one, this one, this one. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Then next 2 with 1, 2 with 2, 2 with 3, 2 with 4. That's you can find out easily A cross A. But the relation is the subset of this A cross A. Next, two important definitions are here. Already explained it. A relation R in a set A is called empty relations if no elements of A is related to any element of A. Is called empty relation. That empty relation R relation is equal to null set, where null set is subset of A cross A. ठीक है. For examples, there are two sets. I am writing a relation A minus B where difference between A and minus B equal to 10. So here all the elements in set are this. All the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. If we want to find out the difference A minus B, so what will be the difference between them? In difference can be 1, 2 और 3 का difference 1, 3 और 4 का difference 1, 1 और 3 का difference 2, 1 और 4 का difference 3. So this is the maximum difference can possible 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 that is equal to 3. We are seeing the difference between them is 10. That is not possible. That is not possible. That's why I am writing this is the empty set. This is known as empty set. This is called empty set. No pair of A comma B satisfy the conditions. This is the condition A minus B equal to 10. That's why this set is the empty relation. This is called empty relation. This is already set A is given here. That is empty relation. क्योंकि एक भी कंडीशन को सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा तो आपका क्या हो जाएगा, एम्प्टी रिलेशंस. नेक्स्ट वन इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट इज हियर डेफिनेशन सेकंड. ए रिलेशन ऑन सेट इज कॉल्ड ए यूनिवर्सल रिलेशंस. यूनिवर्सल रिलेशन क्या है, जिसमें सारे ए क्रॉस ए के सारे एलिमेंट उसमें ऑर्डर पेयर इजीली पॉसिबल हो. जैसे ए क्रॉस ए अभी जो आपने रिलेशन निकाला सेट ए में दो एलिमेंट था आपका 1, 2, 3, 4. इसका ए क्रॉस ए आपने निकाल दिया कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट, तो उसके सारे एलिमेंट पॉसिबल हो तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं, यूनिवर्सल रिलेशंस. एंड फॉर एग्जांपल यार दिस डिफरेंस बिटवीन टेकिंग द मॉडुलस ऑफ देम इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 0. 0 से बड़ा होगा. आप फॉर एग्जांपल 1 और 4 ऑर्डर पेयर है 1,4, तो डिफरेंस क्या हो जाएगा 1 - 4. तो आप क्या ले रहे हो, मोड ले रहे हो. क्या ले रहे हो, दोनों साइड मोड है. तो ये वैल्यू -3 का मोड लोगे तो +3, तो डिफरेंस हमेशा ये वैल्यू क्या आएगी, पॉजिटिव आएगा। क्या आएगा, पॉजिटिव। क्या होगा, पॉजिटिव। इसका मतलब, और आप सेम वैल्यू लोगे ऑर्डर पेयर 1,1, तो आप डिफरेंस क्या हो जाएगा, ये ए है ये बी है, ए है ये बी है, तो ए माइनस बी कितना हो गया, 1 - 1 इक्वल टू 0, दैट इज इक्वल टू 0। इसका मतलब आप जो भी मॉड्यूलस लोगे, एलिमेंट्स लोगे, कोई भी एलिमेंट इस सेट में होगा ऑर्डर पेयर में, सबकी वैल्यू या तो 0 होगी या फिर 0 से बड़ी होगी, पॉजिटिव होगी। तो आई कैन राइट ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0, ऑल सेट्स विल बी, ऑल द ऑर्डर पेयर आर पॉसिबल। तो आई राइट मोड ऑफ ए माइनस बी, कंडीशन दे रहे ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0 इज द होल सेट, कंप्लीट सेट आ जाएगा आप ए क्रॉस ए के सारे एलिमेंट्स, ए क्रॉस ए ऑल द पेयर्स ऑफ ए कॉमा बी in A cross B satisfy this, that's by relations, that's why this relation is known as universal relation. Note down, this is known as universal relation. ठीक है, this is important one. And first one, this is known as empty relation, this is known as empty relation. Next one important point is also given here, you have to note down. If the both the condition empty relation and universal relation are together known as trivial relations, दोनों रिलेशन को एक साथ क्या बोला जाता है, ट्रिवियल रिलेशन। नोट डाउन, दिस इज नोन एज ट्रिवियल रिलेशन। अगर आपका एम्प्टी रिलेशन और यूनिवर्सल कंबाइनली क्या कहलाते हैं, ट्रिवियल रिलेशंस। नेक्स्ट, ऑलरेडी आप क्लास 11th में पढ़ चुके हैं, द 2 वेज ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटिंग ए रिलेशन। रिलेशन को रिप्रेजेंट के 2 मेथड थे, रोस्टर मेथड और सेकेंड वन वाज सेट बिल्डर मेथड्स। सपोज ये रिलेशंस आर इन ए सेट ए, सपोज हियर इज गिवन यूजिंग द रिलेशन आर इन द सेट ए। मान लो दिस इज द सेट हैविंग द एलिमेंट 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4। यू हैव टू डिफाइन दिस रिलेशंस, दिस इज द ऑलरेडी गिवन इन सेट बिल्डर फॉर्म। यू हैव टू फाइंड रोस्टर फॉर्म, रोस्टर फॉर्म दिस इज गिवन, यू हैव टू फाइंड इन, this is the roster form, this is the roster form. We have to convert this relations is given in set builder form, this is the set builder form. In the roster form you can convert all the elements using, this is the roster form, this is the set builder form. You find that the relations are, this is the condition is given there, b equals to a plus 1, b equal to a plus 1. So you can find out, putting the values of A, you can find out the values of B. A comma B is the ordered pair. B can find by putting the value of A by adding 1. If you put A equals to 1, put here A equals to 1, so you will get, this is given relation B is equal to A plus 1. If you put A equals to 1 here, this will be B equal to 2, that is 1 comma 2. Again, if you put A equal to this 2, so 2 plus 1, 2 comma 3. If we put A equals to 3, A equal to 3, this is the coordinate A equal to 3, so B equal to 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. Similarly, you can find out the other values also by putting the values, putting this value 4, you can find out this 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5. So you easily can find out this with the relations are. Next, I am going to discussing the types of the relation. There are different types of relations which are possible here. I am writing definition in the NCERT given. There are different types of relations are given here. A relation R in set A is called reflexive relation, symmetric relation or transitive reflection. It is called reflexive relation if A comma A belongs to R for every A belongs to A. रिफ्लेक्सिव का मतलब आप समझिए, रिफ्लेक्सिव, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ रिफ्लेक्सिव। आप इसको इस तरह से ट्रीट कीजिए जैसे कि ये मिरर है, ठीक है, ये मिरर है, यहाँ पे आप खड़े हैं, तो मिरर में जैसे ही आप खुद को देखेंगे अंदर, तो आपकी इमेज एज इट इज मिरर के अंदर आ जाती है। तो सिंपली आप, दिस वन इज द रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन। इन द रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन, दिस इज द, सपोज in a set element is connected with itself, so A comma A belongs to A. For example, a set having the elements 1 2 3, so all elements are connected with itself, one with this one, this is the A, this is 1 with A, take 1 with 1 comma 1, 1 with 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 3. This type of relation is known as reflexive relations. This is the reflections for all the elements connected with set A. Next, this second one is the symmetric relations. Symmetric relation is just like a leaf. This is the leaf, this is the symmetry here. This part is same as it is on other. This is left hand side, that is right hand side. This is the symmetrical line which divide this leaf, this is the leaf, into two equal parts. That's why this line is known as symmetrical line. This is symmetric relation. For examples, I am writing a1 comma a2 belongs to a relations R, then its rest, just flip it. That will be flipping a2 comma a1 also belongs to R. Then we can say this relation is the symmetric relations. For example, I am writing any points 1 comma 2 comma 3 belongs to a relation R. So what will the symmetric relation? Just reverse this. That will be 1 comma 2 equal to 2 comma 1. This flip it. 2 comma 3 will be the 3 comma 2. This is the symmetric relation. Next one is the transitive relations. What is the transitive relations? For examples, a1 comma a2 belong a1 comma a2 and a2 comma a1, that a3 a1 comma a2 and a2 comma a3 belongs to relation R. Then this element is equal to same. Just check it. These are same. Then if first and third a1 comma a3 belongs to relation R, then this is known as transitive relations. This is known as transitive relation. a1 comma a2 belongs to R or a2 comma a3 also belongs to R. This part is same. Then a1 comma a3 must be present belongs to R. Then we can say this is the transitive relation. Next I am giving some examples of transitive relations. For example, this is the relation R1, 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 3. This is the ordered pair. This one is transitive or not? Check it. When you see that in the second part 1 comma 2 and this is 2 comma 3, this is the same, then you must be 1 comma 3 must be present in this relation, but you are seeing there is no ordered pair of 1 comma 3, then that's why this is not the transitive relations. Next one, is this transitive or not? So you will see the second part is not here and 4 is not here. That's why by default this relation is known as transitive relation. Note down. This is also transitive relation. If no ordered pair is possible, then you can say this is the transitive relation. And next one I am considering example 3. This is the relation is 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3 and 1 comma 3. I am watching here. This is the elements 2, that is equal to 2. This is 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3. You are watching, this is the same. That means 1 comma 3 must be present in this relation. You are watching, this is the 1 comma 3 is also present here. This is the 1 comma first with third. 1 comma 3 is also present. That's why this relation is transitive relation. ठीक है. Next one is the definition. If a relations having that is the symmetric, reflexive relation, symmetric relation and transitive relation, then this is known as equivalence relations. Equivalence relation is that one which is R is reflexive as well as symmetric as well as transitive. Then this relation is known as equivalence relation. Please note down it. Next one, I am considering some examples here. First examples. Let T be the set of all the triangles in a plane with relation R given by R equal to T1, T2. T1 is the congruent to T2. so that the R is an equivalence relations. For equivalence relation, you must be present. It must be reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. First, you have to prove it. This is reflexive. For example, first relation R is given. T1 comma T2 is the ordered pair such that T1 is congruent to T is represent to triangle. T1 is congruent to T2. How to represent? First, this one is reflexive, so you have to represent T2 as well as T1. So T1 comma T2 also T1 comma T1 also belongs to R. That's why we can say this is the reflexive. Why this is reflexive? As every triangle is congruent to itself. Every triangle is congruent to itself. Congruent to itself. That's why we can say T1 comma T1 belongs to R. This one is reflexive. To check this one is symmetric, so we can write, since T1 comma T2 belongs to relation R, so you can write T1 is congruent to T2. T1 is congruent to T2. You can write also this. Suppose this is triangle 1, this is triangle T2. T1 is congruent to T2. It means T2 is also congruent to T1. So I can write it. T2 is congruent to T1. As it is, I can write this as a T2 comma T1 also belongs to R. That's why this is the symmetric. This is symmetric. Now we have proved this is reflexive, this is symmetric. Now I am going to transitive. For examples, T1 comma T2 and T2 comma T3 belongs to a relation R. That means T1 is congruent to T2. T1 is congruent to T2, and T2 comma T3 means to T2 is congruent to T3. Congruent to T3. For examples, this is the triangle T1, this is triangle T2, this is triangle T3. This triangle is congruent with this T2 and T2 is congruent with T3. It means T1 is also congruent with T3. I can write T1 is congruent to T3. That means T1 comma T3 also belongs to relation R. It means this is the transitive. That is transitive relation. That's transitive relation. It means we have already proved this is reflexive, this is symmetric, and this is transitive. That's why we can say this is equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. Next question. Next example number 3. Let L be the set of all lines in a plane. R be the relations. L is defined as R equals to L1 comma L2 ordered pair. L1 is perpendicular to L2. For example, this is the line L1 that is perpendicular. This is the line L1 that is perpendicular to this line L2. L1 is perpendicular to L2. Here too, so this is the symmetric but neither reflexive or not transitive. So reflexive, for example, reflexive means L1 comma L1 belongs to R. This does not belongs to R. For example, L1 is not perpendicular to L1. Okay, L1 is already parallel to L1, but this is not perpendicular to L1. Since L1 is not perpendicular to L1, that's why this is not the reflexive. That does not belongs to R. That is not reflexive. Not reflexive. नेक्स्ट वन L1 is for L1 comma L2 belongs to R. It means L1 is perpendicular to L2. I can write L2 is also perpendicular to L1. I can write L2 is also perpendicular to L1. It means L2 comma L1 also belongs to R. Since L1 comma L2 belongs to R, it's flip कर दिया L2 comma L1 that is also belongs to R. It means this relation is transitive. Sorry, this relation is symmetric. This is symmetric. Next one we have to check, is it transitive or not. For example, T1 comma T2 belongs to relation R. T2 comma T3 also belongs to R, but T1 comma T3 does not belongs to R. Why? T1 comma T2 belongs to R, मतलब T1 L1, you can write L1 L2 already. Actually, sorry, this was by mistakes. This L1 comma L2 and L2 comma L3 belongs to relation R, but L1 comma L3, first one and third one, this is the same, does not belongs to R. Why does not belongs to R? For examples, this is the line L1, this is line L2. L1 comma L2 means L1 is perpendicular to L2. Next L2 comma L3 means L3. This line L2 is perpendicular to L3. L2 is perpendicular to L3. This is the L3. That means L1 is does not perpendicular to L3. L1 comma L3 means L1 is perpendicular to L3. L1 is perpendicular to L3. So you are seeing here L1 is not perpendicular to L3, but L1 is पैरेलल टू L3. ये दोनों पैरेलल से L1 L3 क्या है, पैरेलल से, परपेंडिकुलर नहीं है, तो ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई नहीं है. दैट डज नॉट बिलोंग्स टू आर. इट मीन्स दिट इज नॉट ट्रांजिटिव. दिस इज नॉट द ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन. So we have proved this relation is neither reflexive nor transitive, but it is symmetric relation. Okay, that's why we have proved this is R is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. Next question. Next example number 4 NCERT. So the relation R in the set. Set A दे रखा है. Set दे रखा है. Suppose this is the set A. Set having the elements 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These are the elements present in this set. This is the set A. Given that this is the relation 1, 1, this is given, is reflexive but not neither symmetric nor transitive. Reflexive means all the elements in set present must be 1, 1, 2, 2 or 3, 3 must be present in this element. Reflexive means first reflexive. A, A must be belongs to R. So you are seeing all the sets elements are 1, 2, 3. That means 1, 1, 2, 2 or 3, 3 must be belongs to relation R. So you are watching, this is the relation already given here. You are checking here, this 1, 1 is present here, 2, 2 is present here, and 3, 3 is present here. That's why this is reflexive relation. Next, we have to check it this one is transitive or not. So next one, for symmetric देखते हैं पहले. For symmetric, suppose A1 A2 belongs to R. It means flipping A2 A1 must be belongs to R. This is the conditions for symmetry. We are saying any considering, for example 1, 2, तो 2, 2 reflexive, 2, 2 उल्टा कर दीजिए, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2. तो यू आर सेइंग 1, 2 का फ्लिप कर दीजिए, इनको फ्लिप कर देंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, बिलोंग्स टू आर. बट आप देखेंगे इसका फ्लिप कर दीजिए उल्ट, तो ये हो जाएगा 2, 1. 2, 1 क्या इस सेट में प्रेजेंट है, 2, 1 इज नॉट प्रेजेंट हियर इन दिस रिलेशन. does not belongs to R. It means this relation is not symmetric. Not symmetric. ठीक है. Next one you have to check for the transitive relation. This one is transitive or not. For transitive के लिए already you know you have to check all the ordered pair. For example, if a1 comma a2 and a2 comma a3 belongs to a relation R, that implies a1 comma a3 also belongs to R. That relation is known as transitive relation. But you are watching 1 comma 1 and it starting from 1 is here, this one, that will be first and third. So 1 comma 2, so 1 comma 2 is present. Just like next example I am watching that one, that is not present here. For example, this is 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3 present, but 1 comma 3 is not present here. You can write. आपको एक ऐसा एग्जाम्पल बनाना है जो इसमें कंपलसरी नहीं है, कनेक्ट नहीं हो. जैसे आपने लिखा 1 comma 2 and this is order pair 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 belongs to relation R. इस रिलेशन से बिलोंग कर रहा है. तो आप देखेंगे इसका फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड, देखो 2 वाला एलिमेंट सेम है तो फर्स्ट थर्ड सेम होना चाहिए. तो 1 comma 3 मस्ट भी बिलोंग्स टू रिलेशन आर, तभी आपका क्या हो जाएगा, ये भी प्रेजेंट होगा, तभी आपका क्या हो जाएगा, ट्रांजिटिव. बट आप देखेंगे कि इसमें 1 comma 3 प्रेजेंट नहीं है, तो डज नॉट बिलोंग्स टू आर, बिलोंग नहीं करता है, तो दिस रिलेशन इज नॉट ट्रांजिटिव. तो नॉट ट्रांजिटिव लिख लीजिए, नॉट ट्रांजिटिव, नॉट ट्रांजिटिव. दैट्स वाई वी हैव प्रूव दैट दिस रिलेशन इज रिफ्लेक्सिव बट नाइदर सिमेट्रिक, सिमेट्रिक नहीं है, एंड नॉट ट्रांजिटिव, ट्रांजिटिव भी नहीं है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन से आपका एग्जाम्पल 5. सो द रिलेशन आर इन द सेट जेड इज इंटीजर्स गिवन बाय रिलेशन आर इज इक्वल टू, आपको रिलेशन दे रखा है आर इक्वल टू दिस रिलेशन 2 divides a minus b. दिस इज द रिलेशन आर वेयर a comma b is ordered pair such that 2 divides a minus b. तो हम चेक करेंगे दिस इज रिफ्लेक्सिव, सिमेट्रिक और ट्रांजिटिव, यस और नो. फर्स्ट टू चेक रिफ्लेक्सिव, आप सिंपली चेक कीजिए 1 a comma a must be belongs to R, but you will check it is true. How? A comma a belongs to R means this is A, so you have to represent B by A, replace B by A just. So you will see 2 divides A minus A, that means A minus B की जगह क्या है यहाँ पे A equal to 0. So 2 divides 0, that is true. It means this relation is reflexive. This is reflexive. नेक्स्ट ट्रांजिटिव के, सॉरी रिफ्लेक्सिव के बाद चेक कर दीजिए सिमेट्रिक के लिए. तो a comma b belongs to R है, तो you have to prove b comma a also belongs to R. We will check a comma b belongs to R, that means 2 divides a minus b. I can write 2 divides माइनस साइन कॉमन लीजिए b minus a. That means this is also integers. I can write b comma a, that means 2 divides b minus a. It means this is the b comma a belongs to R. We can write this is b comma a also belongs to R. That means this is symmetric. Next we have to prove this one is transitive or not transitive. Let's consider if a comma b and b comma c belongs to R, that implies a divides a minus b and you have to prove a comma c A comma first and third one, A comma C also must be belongs to R, then this will be the transitive. A divides A minus B and B divides B minus C. B divides, इन दोनों का डिफरेंस B माइनस C, sorry, 2 divides, here is 2 divides A minus B as well as 2 divides B minus C. So I can adding both this one I can write easily. 2 also divides, दोनों का ऐड कर दीजिए, दिस वन एंड दिस वन, A minus C as it is, adding this both one, A minus B minus of B minus C. We will set this, we cancel A minus C also, 2 also divides A minus C. You can also write in the factors. Suppose 2 divides A minus B means that is divisible by 2k1, you can write down. That's why we can say easily 2 divides A minus C, 2 divides A minus C. That means this is the A comma C also belongs to R, relation R. That's why we can say this is also transitive. And finally we can conclude it is symmetric, reflexive and transitive. That means this is the equivalence relation. This one is the equivalence relation. Next, okay, thank you. In the next lecture we will discuss the types of functions 1, 1, 1, 2, and we will discuss more about with the examples. Thank you. Have a nice day.